Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of Janna Talks. Um, so I decided I wanted to create a podcast. I have notes in front of me, and also it's like really dark, so we're gonna be using my computer as a light to help me through the dark. I was hoping to film this earlier in the daytime when the kids were napping, but we got busy. Anyways, it's been a while. I have some notes in front of me, so I just stay on topic because I know my mom brain just goes everywhere and all over the place. So I got this little microphone. I don't know how far or how close to hold it yet because obviously it's brand new. Oh my gosh, there was a bug on me. I hate bugs. That was freaking hate bugs. Oh my gosh. I hate bugs, but I do love being in nature. It's a blessing and a curse. I know the circle of life and everything, and they help us. I get it. Oh, anyways, let's hopefully no more bugs crawl on us through this episode or outside. So let me get back on topic because yeah, we just got off. Okay, so I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. Um, and I wanted to film some content for you guys whenever I had my first, but unfortunately, a lot of things happened, and I was honestly struggling to find my passion and pursue my passion of just like filming for fun and doing fun things because I was really clouded with a lot of stuff that happened with my first. So now I am back. I'm currently on mat leave with my second. And I really was like, I want to do this again. Like, I really find the drive and I just love talking about things. And I feel like I love listening to people and talking and connecting together about things and just figuring out what we both have in common. So, therefore, I am doing this podcast. Um, Now, I had a whole vision of what I wanted the first episode to look like. Obviously, that's not the case. That's not what happened. But you know what? That just shows, like, it's all good. It's going to work. It's going to work the way it works. So, episode 1 is a little chaotic. But let me get started on like what my hopes are for this podcast. And I'm gonna read that off just so I make sure I hit all the points, and then after that we can have our chat again. So, um, so I'm a new mom of two, and I'm a wife, and I'm trying to like find my way through life and navigate it. And I wanted to try to start something new this time, and I just wanted to do just sitting and talking. So I'm still gonna like film things that I enjoy here and there, like like how I've been uploading like my 7-day outfits, doing my makeup, all those things. I'm still gonna continue doing those things. I do talk a lot with my hands, so I apologize for that. But that's just me. And then and I just wanted to sit and talk about things that like are going on in my life, that are going on in the person's life that I have in some of these videos sitting across from me. Um, Oh my gosh, someone has their dog in the backyard. I didn't know it was a dog. I was scared it was a skunk because there are skunks back here. And raccoons, really big raccoons. Oh my god. We seen one in the garbage the other day. Terrifying. Anyways, back on topic. um so here's my hope for the podcast. So, obviously, with a podcast or with anything that you do, you name it something, and finding a name for anything was really hard, even when I was coming up with the YouTube channel name when I started this. So, um, I said, like, let's talk about it. So, let's talk about everything, anything or nothing. Let's heal, let's cry, let's laugh, and let's scream, and let's love. Let's talk. I just want to talk about my journey and share some things and host people to share. Life gets busy. Um, and when do we honestly take a second to talk? Matthew's coming outside now. He's interrupting the podcast. The first episode ever. Interruption.
Just stopping in, seeing how everything's going, saying hi. How's it going out here? How's the mic?
I don't know yet. I'm filming 4 minutes in, but a bug landed on me so far, and I've been kind of freaked out and skittish. And I heard the dog in the backyard.
Oh my god.
Um,
And there
and
was a skunk,
and there was a skunk
or I'm
earlier
sure
outside.
you can
You
smell it.
could still smell it. Yeah, the window was open in our apartment, and you could
So
smell
now
it.
it smells like skunk.
Yay! Back on track. As I said, it's gonna be super chaotic sometimes, but that's honestly okay. Let me get back to the little paragraph I have, which I think is little, but apparently it's not that little. All right. So I'll just start from like, let's heal. I know I was like reading that sentence. So, or actually, no, I want to like host people and share my journey about life and things along there. And then I was like, life gets busy. Like, this was a thought I had the other day. Life gets busy, and when do we actually take a moment and stop and just connect with people and talk to people? You know, a lot of today's media, like, we're on social media learning about one another or seeing other people's stories and talking with them. But, you know, when do we just stop and listen and talk to each other? And that's kind of what I want to host this podcast for. Like, it's just having those conversations, having funny conversations like you do at a supper table or anything like that. Those are honestly the best. When you're just playing cards with your family and just enjoying each other's company, and especially that I have two little loves that I created with my husband. I think it's so amazing that I get to see everything brand new and fresh through his eyes. No, not through his eyes, but both of our kids' lives, and seeing it through our eyes of how they interpret things and see things and how do they communicate, because kids communicate so differently compared to adults, because we were shown how to speak, how to operate on things. So I think that's so interesting to know that how when you become a parent, how you're teaching your kids to speak in their language and see things. And Matthew's back again. Different cues and different ways of learning, and that just shows you when you're raising your own kids how different you and your partner even teach them how to do things. Okay, enough about that. Let me keep reading the paragraph. Talk about my kids forever. Um, so let's just sit together, chill, and talk. And I know you're not like really sitting here with me, but let's just do it together. Like, do in the comments with me, like what your thoughts are during like some of the things that I'm saying, and like we can talk about it. I can have like um a post recap at the beginning of my next episode of like what was said in the comments and that, and we can collaborate on that and go through our thoughts together that way. And or I can just have a whole segment to that, depending on how it goes. And and let's learn from one another. That's my biggest thing. Is I feel like that's our biggest tool in society. Is we all learn differently, but we all learn similar things um, at different times. We all have different skills and different abilities, and let's just learn together. Like, let's have some content where we're learning, where we're doing stuff, where, you know, um, I'm out in nature foresting and harvesting. That's a big part of my culture. I'm Métis, so let me bring you along for that. Let me teach you my traditional ways of life. Let me teach you about the land. But also, a part of my culture that I haven't gotten to learn is because my parents got separated when I was very young, which you'll come to find out. Um, I'm also Indian and, well, Guyanese from Guyana, but they migrated from in the slave trade. They came from India, my ancestry, and I know nothing about my culture. And there's so many things I would love to take you guys along for and learn about my culture, because that was a big missing piece, a part of my life, and I would love for my kids to know that I know certain things. I know how to make certain cultural food like curry and roti, but let's go along that journey together. Like, let's just do those things, right? And we can teach each other about how different cultures work and all those things. And traveling there, like, that's amazing, right? Like, we can all do those things. Okay, so I want to hear about your guys' stories too in the comments, and let's talk about it. Let's dissect, together. Let's make ourselves heal from those hard times, but also the beautiful moments that we have and that we are going to have and that we've had. Let's celebrate those moments and like let's talk about it. Like let's just talk about it. Um, so I want to talk about where I am at my current in my life, and I just put some prompts there for me in case I forget. Um, but this is what the first episode is going to be, is just me explaining what the rest of the episodes are going to be. And I do have some prompts for episodes, so it's not too messy. But if you guys have any prompts you guys want me to like touch on or talk about, feel free to leave them in the comments and I can go through them and we can go through them together. And I might not have all the answers, probably not. Um, but we can help each other find the answers and do research together and seeing how it works and just talking about it to see like how our how how our brain grasps those topics, because some of them are hard, some of them are easy. you know talk about how jello's made. We could talk about anything. How are things made, like the show. We could talk about old. Oh my god, I hear something in the backyard. I'm gonna wrap this episode up real quick because I'm scared. All right. So basically, okay, I'm gonna pause the episode for 2 seconds and then I'll add the clip in. I'm just gonna turn my flashlight on my camera. BRB. All right. I keep hearing rustling and stuff in the bushes, so we're gonna hurry this along. So, oh, hopefully I didn't touch the button. Um, so I'm on maternity leave right now with my beautiful babies, and I want to document that, kind of what I'm going through, and just talk about it because a lot of us new moms are going through a lot. I don't know if that was me or something coming near me, and I'm a little scared. Okay, we're gonna get over this fear. We're gonna get over it right now. Just because there was a skunk earlier, I'm terrified. I don't want to get sprayed. So I'm maternity leave with 2 kids, and my husband and I are navigating life together and just trying to figure out all of those things. I'm learning how to be a mom and a wife at the same time. My husband and I have only been married for 2 years, so it's all brand new to me. And then I'm also finding myself because I'm on this journey of life too with everyone. And I want to let myself feel my emotions, even if it means discomfort, not just sadness, but happiness too, joy, new beginnings, new joys, and losses of my old life. Because I was a family of 3, and now I'm a family of 4. So it's a big difference. And I'm grateful that I have the family that I have, but it's so different now. And having family and friends, sometimes letting myself feel those emotions, um, and figuring out where my family will go on to next. Like, what's our next journey? What's our next adventure in life? I think that's so exciting. Finding new adventures. I love to travel. I love to move around, even if it's like a staycation. I love doing little adventures and crafts and things like that, which you'll probably see on this channel, or you see it on my TikTok. I post a lot of that stuff. I love doing that. And then also, I'm really struggling with this. I feel like a lot of people are. But I'm learning to how to protect my peace of mind with a family is so different. And I feel like that's also like a new thing of adulthood, but also being a parent, because I've always struggled with setting boundaries with my family members and with others. So I'm learning that too, and just taking the moments as they go and slow. So those are all the prompts I had for myself to like read for this video. I'm gonna leave my computer on because it's helping with the light. Um, but I do hope you guys follow along the journey. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I know this episode was probably a little choppy, a little bit everywhere. Sometimes life is like that, and my brain do be like that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna try my best to take it slow paced, and change up the tune sometimes, change the backgrounds and change where I am. but I'm always going to speak my truth and talk about what I talk, and you may not feel the same way, you may feel differently, and that's completely okay. But I'm just here to talk and I'm just here to chill, and sometimes there might be silence in some videos. It all depends. But I hope you guys join me on this journey of this podcast of episode 1. And yeah, so I feel like this is a good start to start this. I'm gonna leave it there, but I'm also thinking I should probably leave you guys with a question, with something to think about and like reflect on before like the next episode. I feel like that'd be fun. Um, I didn't write anything down. Literally, this question. I'm trying to think of a good question because it's the first episode, but um, I guess I'll do this. Like, I'll leave it with a question that I've been thinking about. Is lately it has been so crazy and so chaotic, but gets you guys up in the morning? What is the first thing when you wake up in the morning that gets you excited about the day? That is my question. What gets you excited to start your day? And I'll answer it right now. And the thing that gets me excited, oh, light. The thing that gets me excited about the day is honestly the joy of having my family. Honestly, the joy that I never thought I could experience, that I never thought I would have a loving husband, let alone a man that like loves me despite who I am and all my flaws. Like, to me, that's wild. I never thought I would have that. I was always career oriented and like career focused. I never focused on finding a partner, really. Um, my family used to call me frugal because of because I would never spend a dime on certain things until I got older, until I got to college. But that's not the point. The point is that I'm grateful for my family because I never thought I could have children or let alone have a loving partner that would accept all of me despite all my flaws that I see within myself. That's the truth. So I think I'm gonna leave the episode here because I could talk for hours, and I feel like I should save that for future episodes because I want to keep this going. Um, but I would love to, have a conversation with you guys in the comments, and I'll respond to some of those on our next video. And if I don't respond, if I'm gonna try to respond to everyone. Even if I don't respond to them in the video, I will respond to them in the comments because I know what it's like to comment on people's videos uh, too, because I do that too. So come along and join me. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I already have plans for my next episode. And you did see my husband. He's a very important piece to my life. Sorry, I'm just pulling up what I have for my next video because I already have them like planned out. Um, but I do have like a few episodes planned out, but my next episode, I believe it might be featuring my husband, which is going to be so different. Um, it's very different. We're both trying to get used to being in front of a camera because it's a little awkward at first, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm trying to get myself comfy in it. So watch me get comfier as this goes, hopefully. Um, but yeah, so he's like my comfort place. So I think a good start would be having him in the next episode, and we're gonna talk about some things. Um, and our main thing, I think, is about becoming someone's partner, featuring my partner. So, well, featuring my husband, but yeah, so we're going to talk about that next episode. That is it for this episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my god, there are flying red ants now. Okay, we are leaving the backyard. Thank you guys for watching. For the chaoticness of me worrying if there's animals coming in the backyard or not, or worrying if something's gonna skunk me or anything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more content. And so much for watching. I appreciate y'all watching the video. I don't know why I keep saying y'all, but thank you for watching the video. And thank you if you've subscribed, and leave a like and leave a bunch of comments below. I will be reading them all about all the things we talked about because I don't remember fully, but leave the answer to the question below, please. I would love to see some responses about what your favorite thing is to see or wake up to in the morning, if it's just a cup of coffee or just someone smiling at you at work or anything. Because my husband and I were coworkers, so like anything, like if it was your best friend seeing you at work or anything like that. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye.